All right, it's time. So, hello everyone, welcome to Toppa's second and last info session. And next slide, please. And my name is Alan, and I'm a junior computer science major, and I am the president of Toppa this semester. So, before we get started, let me tell you guys a little bit about my story with Toppa. And back then, when I was a freshman, I was clueless, naive, but ambitious. And it was this time I joined Toppa. At Toppa, through talking to all the mentors in different industries with different professions, I have a better understanding of all kinds of possibilities of my future. And after participating and even organizing many internal workshops, I've acquired many soft skills and leadership skills, and I'm more and more confident in my abilities of being a leader. I've led a team and built an app for the first time at Toppa. And because of Toppa, I have this opportunity to tackle community problems and experiment my entrepreneurial ideas, not to mention learning some new skills along the way. Many of my best friends are from this club too, and Toppa has given me so much in my college life. And to me, what separates Toppa from other clubs is that we do not define who you should be. Instead, we will empower you to become who you really want to be. At Toppa, I have met a lot of cool people who are passionate about many different things. Our friendship, our mutual support, and most importantly, our undying desire to become the leaders of this world is what makes Toppa great. And this is also what inspires me to keep making Toppa better and better. So Toppa is funded because of this situation called the bamboozling. And it refers to the processes and barriers that serve to exclude East Asians and Asian Americans from executive positions because of some subjective factors such as like the lack of leadership potential and the lack of communication skills. And if you look at this graph, you can see that below 30% of the Asian workforce are holding a leadership position in these four big tech companies. And above 50% of the white workforce are holding a leadership position in these big four companies. Does this seem fair to you? So how do you feel about that? How do you feel about that we East Asians have the lowest unemployment rate and highest education attainment because we work so hard for this and we work so hard for everything, but click once, we're the least likely group to be promoted into leadership. And how do you feel about this? Bad? Anger? And I think most of us will feel a strong desire to fight and improve ourselves so that we can overcome our difficulties and become the leaders of this world. So Megan Pai, the first female East Asian VP of Google, noticed this problem and founded Toppa at Google. And Toppa at Google is an initiative organized purely by passionate volunteers to help Asian Googlers to be more empowered and successful. And right now, Toppa has even grew much, much larger. We have grew into an independent organization, and successful East Asian leaders from many different companies, no matter big or small, come to this organization and share their experience. And many aspiring East Asian workers and students like us are gathered here to learn from each other and also train ourselves together to become the future East Asian leaders. And Megan Pai, together with the College of Engineering Dean King Liu, they together founded Toppa at Berkeley. And we are the first branch of Toppa at a university. And we're very proud of this. And this is such a precious opportunity for us East Asian leaders to grow. And our mission is to unlock the full potential of the East Asian community. We are an incubator for future East Asians leaders in every field. And we are also a supportive family that brings students closer together to fight for our bright future. And this mission cannot be achieved without the effort of all the leaders at Toppa, and especially the three awesome VPs of Toppa this semester, Jarvis, Yuan, and Jiaxing. Now, VPs, would you introduce yourself one by one?
Yes, so hello guys, welcome to our info session, last and second info session. My name is Jarvis. I'm your Vice President of Marketing this semester. I'm a junior, major in civil engineering, and also have minors in EECS and data science. I enjoy long road trips in my free time and also skating around on the campus. That's the most thing that I miss about being in person. And yeah, welcome and come talk to me in the breakout session if you have any questions. Thank you.
Hey guys, I'm Yuan. This semester, I'll be the external VP for Toppa, and I'm a junior studying data science and economics with a minor in public policy. In my free time, I like playing basketball, watching NBA, and listen to pop music. I also enjoy hiking during the weekend. So if when the quarantine ends, if you guys want to have a hiking trip, I'm down for it. And in terms of the club questions, if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me in the breakout room or through email. Thanks, guys.
Hello, everybody. My name is Jiaxing, and I'm currently a junior major in economics and data science with intended minor in landscape architecture. So I will be the vice president for internal, which means that I will be overseeing all internal affairs related to Toppa. And in my free time, I really enjoy drawing, sketching, and watercolor. And yeah, if you have any questions, feel free to ask. You can put them in the chat or join us in the breakout rooms.
Now let's talk about what do we do this semester. Let's first start with Jiaxing.
So on this slide, I will be introducing you all what's the Toppa structure like, which means if you apply, what kind of positions you could apply to, and what kind of responsibilities, what kind of things you can get out of that position, as well as what kind of path that you could take as a Toppa member. So let's start from students. So if you're applying to Toppa as a new student, there are two ways that you could do it. One way is through general member, and the other way is through project member. So for general members, we will only be expecting full participation from you. That is, you need to attend all the general meetings, workshops, mid-review, final review. And general members have the chance, us three VPs will be choosing our assistant group from general members, which means that if you're interested to know what's like to manage the whole structure, what kind of things we do as VPs, you could totally apply to general member and join us in our assistant group. And the other way is through project members. And we have 6 projects this semester, and our directors will be introducing to you all more about their own individual projects. But of course, you can apply to their projects, and it will be harder to get in as a project member than a general member, of course, because we'll be expecting not only participation, but also some quality or ability from you. But that kind of level varies with don't really require nothing at all, but some projects may require more coding skills. So pay attention to what they're asking for during the next introduction period. But you could always apply for a project member as a general member, which means that we know you as a general member, we know what kind of things you did, we know who you are, and we will have more priority for people who used to be general member to apply for a project member. So this is a relatively easier route. And next position would be directors. So each director has a project. And this project, they're supposed to kind of do this with their team, come up with some kind of either training for your skills, either you're working on some result, etc. So when we're trying to interview the directors, we look at 2 things. So on one hand, we will look at your participation. That is, what's your history like with Toppa? Have you been an active member? Have you been participating and actively contributing to the club? On the other hand, we'll review your project proposals, which means, do we think this is an interesting topic? Do you think this is a relatable topic for people? Do people have interest to actually join some project like this? And also, more importantly, is the feasibility of this project. Can you, what kind of things that you can offer to your members if they join your group? What kind of skills they can learn, what kind of experience you're planning to take, etc. And the next step will be vice president. So we have 3 different positions: external, internal, and marketing. and each of us is in charge of one part of Toppa affairs. And for vice president, we'll be mostly reviewing your leadership skills. Can you actually organize things well and assign tasks for appropriate people, and what kind of role that you could take among the members? And the next would be president. And basically, president is overseeing the whole club. So one notable thing, aside from these positions and their responsibilities, is we have a new alumni system. So as alumni, you will have all sorts of exposure as well as benefits from the club. So if you left Toppa on the position of general member, project member, you are going into level 1 alumni, and you will have full exposure to all Toppa events, which means that you will get our newsletter, you can attend our meetings, you can attend our workshops, you can attend all our events when we invite prestigious speakers from their fields, etc. And outstanding general members and outstanding project members, as well as above, will join this level 2 alumni. So as a level 2 alumni, you will not only have the benefits and exposure as a level 1, and also in subsequent semesters, we will be holding exclusive professional networking events, which means we are planning actually to connect you with one of the professional in your field. Either you're interested in tech, we can find someone who was a Toppa alumni in either Toppa, and Google, and Amazon, etc. All kinds of tech companies that you actually need to talk to. And in addition, if you're interested in other fields, say business, we also know someone who was a Toppa alumni and working in, say, McKinsey, who has worked in EY, etc. We can connect you with all these professionals, with all these Toppa alumni, and it will be a great opportunity for you to networking with them, to understand their life, and maybe get internship opportunities. So yes, this is the overall Toppa structure and what can you get out of the Toppa experience.
Okay, next, I'll share with you guys some past experience and basically what you can expect in this upcoming semester once you are admitted as a Toppa member. As Jiaxin just said, we have PM and GM, 2 application kind of pools. And as a Toppa member, basically you have 2 branch of experience. First, you will get hands-on experience through projects and club operation tasks. Second of all, we held weekly seminars. This means that you can you're able to develop your professional skills and also bond with your fellow Toppa teammates. So let me first introduce the project and club operation aspect. So as a PM member, which is the project member, you have exposure to 6 projects for this semester. Topics include software engineering, web development, consulting, entrepreneurship trainings, and etc. Last semester, we had projects focused on web development, social media, as well as business consulting practices. So we're not bounded to only technical, but also business kind of projects. So outside of the project structure, we also have a GM structure, just like Jiaxin said. So as a GM, what we are looking for is basically people who are less experienced, but also very interested in joining Toppa and our network. So instead of projects, we will assign them opportunities to work directly with our VPs to help with club operations and management. So this is especially important to prepare you to become club directors or executive positions, not only in Toppa, but also in some other clubs that you will join later in your college career. And the second aspect for professional development and social bonding, I want to stress that we will have 6 GM trainings for this semesters, and 4 were from prestigious speakers from the industry. And the remaining 2 are on professional development workshops. So last semester, I'll give you an example. We have invited speakers who worked in data science at Facebook and Deloitte Consulting. One is who worked in product management in BCG Venture, and also another one who is conducting academia research at UC Berkeley. So in addition to speaker panels and workshops, we will add a small club-wise bounding every week as part of the GM meeting for this semester. This is a small change that we are going to implement because we recognize that during the quarantine, it's hard to social and interact with people, but we also want to try our best to give you this opportunity to know other members in the club. Therefore, we aim to facilitate the online social by adding 3 major bonding events where you can have enough time to meet most members in the club. In other words, there will be 3 GM meetings specifically just for bonding. And our goal is that we hope that by the end of the semester, you can not only develop critical industrial skills through the hands-on experience, but also find meaningful friendship in this process and get to develop yourself professionally. Thank you. Next, we will talk a little bit more on the project structure.
All right. So projects. We have added projects, as part of Toppa's activities a couple of semesters ago, and it has been going pretty well. And you can see our last semester's project results and achievements by going to our YouTube channel, and it is in the video of the banquet. You can find the link on our website. So project is a good way to develop your hard skills, improve your resume, learn to be a team player, go to be a leader, and also Toppa offers diverse projects in many different fields, and it's very good for you to explore your interests here and find out who you really want to be in the future. And now let's welcome the awesome directors, aka the project leaders, to introduce themselves and their projects.
And then probably the most important question and the thing that you might be coming for is who should be joining us and what do we look for in our potential members. So you should definitely consider Toppa if you self-identify as a East or Southeast Asian. And again, we're a group of students dedicated to this underrepresented group on campus. By stepping into the roles of the student in this community, which we share a similar background, similar interests. And in addition, you should definitely consider Toppa also as a place to grow your leadership and professional soft skills. So as you can see, we often push our members and our leaders, our directors, outside their comfort zones by assigning them with responsibilities that directly relate to the development of our club, while offering this support environment so everyone can make mistakes and we can all learn from it. So in terms of the soft skill development, we'll be having the GMs and the trainings, not only led by speakers from the tech industry, but who also brings new mindsets and their personal upbringings, but also some of those internal trainings where you will be learning from our experienced directors by giving you their sort of personal take on tackling interviews and perfecting resumes. So as a project member, your technical skills and collaboration skills will also be put to the test with these amazing projects, 6 of our semester project that we just showcased. And each of them were chosen with a clear intent to diversify the student background and fit your interests. But just as we deeply value the connection and growth of our community, we also evaluate each and every incoming member carefully, both from their personal value and also their technical ability. So as you can see, Toppa is more than a club. Nonprofit is also a foundation and family support that's supporting our East Asian community and helping each other to be the best of themselves. If you think this is an environment that you can thrive in, this is an environment that you can make friends in, you are also definitely on our target list for potential members. So speaking of which, the application and the semester project description are also live on our website, which I'll be sending in the chat right now. Be sure to apply, send in your application by Wednesday midnight of this week. So that's due in 3 days. And briefly, I'll be going over the recruitment timeline as we approach the deadlines. So today is the Sunday of the January 21st, and then we'll be having our application due again on the Wednesday of the 3rd of February. And then on the Thursday, beginning on Thursday, we'll be reviewing the applicants, and then we'll be notifying you invite only for interview over the weekend. And then the next Thursday, as our regular GM time on 7:30 p.m., we'll be welcoming the new members if you're lucky enough to get in.